Notts County talk. It's finished. Notts County 3, Aldershot 2, a nail biter of a game on it. So much to work on, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a lot to work on, but it's just annoying that, you know, how many have we conceded this season and how many of them have been from mistakes. Torquay's a mistake. Could even say the Wrexham goal was a bit of an error by Slocombe. Certainly one of them's an error today by Cameron, but he's redeemed himself straight after. So still unbeaten, not at the top of the league, which I'm happy about currently. You don't want to be up there too early. Good.
Yeah. No, it was quite a frustrating afternoon, but we've got what we needed from it, and I think it's almost a good thing that we've got all 3 points and we've come away from the game really frustrated. It shows where we're at as a club and what the fans expect of the players, and I think the players expect that of them as well. But we'll get on with the player ratings. Sam Slocombe. Now I'll start on this one. I thought there was a couple of balls today, and one that really sticks in my mind where he's a bit hesitant again, and you're thinking, just go for it. You know, it should be at the forefront of your mind. It should be almost instinctual to go for something like that as a keeper, especially as someone that's been in the game for as long as Sam has. But I'm hoping his confidence just keeps getting better. But after conceding 2 goals, I don't know. But he does make a very crucial save in the second half, where it's sort of players are jumping in front of the ball left, right and centre. So I'm probably going to give him 6 today.
Yeah, I'll give him a 6. Past games have affected his confidence.
Yeah.
6.
I think he knows that as well, and we just got to get behind him, haven't we? We can't be slating him too much. We'll start with the centre-backs then. Went off at half-time. Richard Brindley, what do you make?
6.5. I don't really. It's a game where I can barely say anything about Brindley.
Yeah.
Didn't necessarily pass the ball out quick enough to Dion, but at the same time, he's fine.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with you. I'd agree with your rating. A couple of runs as well in the first half where he sort of like drive through the middle and started an attack, which is positive, which we want to see. So yeah, I think in that first half he played all right. It was just unfortunate that the change of formation sort of made him go off at half time. Your man, the man that you went on about all game, when the lineup came out, took your top off, started celebrating. Alex Lacey.
Almost did that, but yeah, he's a Birchnell style defender. I mean, unlucky to get injured last season. How good was he today? I mean, he's come back, he's gone off with cramp. This is a man that has he might have done 11v11 in training, but this is a man that has he's
not played a full game.
Yeah, he's not. At National League level, so good.
Yeah.
I'm sure he put the pass forward to Ruben for the first, when Ruben takes it down. He was pinging the ball left, right, centre. That's what he has over Rawlinson for me. Also, when the ball's at his feet, he's just so good today. I'm going to give him an 8.5.
Pretty much everything that you said, and for me, one thing today that I almost forgot about his game, or has gotten better because of training, is how up he is to win an aerial battle. And you know, he's really getting physical with the players, so it's good to see, because looking at him, you know, he's not a big built defender, is he? But he really gets up there.
Such a good footballing brain.
Yeah, insane. Really good. Yeah. Kyle Cameron then.
I said to you in the game, he reminds me of David Luiz. He'll do something fantastic, and then he'll just do something stupid that's needless. Like, he'll hold on to the ball for too long.
Yeah.
Notts have just got back in the game at 2-2, and he's dribbled it out of defence. Fantastic. Play it forward, and then he takes a touch to his left, loses the ball, and suddenly it's 3-on-2, and we don't concede. But then he goes and scores a goal, or he gets an assist like he did against Wrexham. He's so frustrating. Like, if he cuts that out of his game, he's an 8 out of 10 defender every game. Saying that, a couple of mistake for the goal, but then gets a goal, averages out really to a 7 for me.
Yeah, I'd agree. I was going to say 7 as well. Pretty much everything you said. You know, he's got mistakes in him, but then he'll do something really good, so he kind of counterbalances his mistakes, doesn't he? So that's it for the fence, and it will go to the wing backs now. Kelly Evans. Now, for me, in the first half, they were not picking Kelly Evans up at all. We didn't exploit it as much as we maybe should have. He was picking up bags and bags of space. I think it was a real game of two halves today, but in that first half for me, he was a shining star. He really was. He was just creating so much space and opportunity. Had a goal that got disallowed that really shouldn't have been disallowed, should it?
No, it shouldn't. The only thing I will say about Kelly Evans getting that space is that to give Kelly Evans a space, they doubled up on Cal.
Yeah.
And by doubling up on Cal, they knew that Kelly Evans will get opportunities. And what I would say is he got 2 great opportunities. One's crossed to Wootton that he was just too far ahead of Wootton, so he didn't punish him. The second, I know it should have counted, but he doesn't take the first chance, which someone else probably takes the first chance. So they're taking the risk. It's probably paid off for him, not letting Cal have the space. But also, as much as I'm saying that, he was fantastic. goes in for everything, flattening players.
Yeah.
He just makes me laugh.
Gets his
so good.
Gets his yellow card that he seems to get every game.
Yeah.
I'm going to give him 8.5.
I'm going to give him an 8.
Yeah, solid.
Really good.
Other side then, Joel Taylor.
Good, much better than the Wrexham one. He coming back from illness, so can't say too much. Again, very good. I'm gonna go 8 as well.
Yeah, I'm going to go 8 as well. He was hard done by in getting the assist as well for Kelly Evans' goal in it. It's great to see wing backs linking up with each other like that. One of my favourite players, or he's becoming one of my favourite players at the club anyway, Matty Palmer, controlled the game today, didn't he? Really instrumental in midfield, wasn't he?
Passing's just spot on.
Yeah.
The passing's so good.
As well, I don't know if I've said it on a video yet, but I think we need to get him on corners. He had one corner this game and it was pinpoint, just where you want it. Get him on corners.
But didn't Cal get an assist from a corner?
Get him on corners. No, I'm going to give him an 8.5. I think he's a really good player. He seems a bit above this level, even if you don't mind me saying.
Yeah.
What would you give?
I give an 8. I think as good as he was, there's a couple of sloppy moments in there. And when you lose Ed Francis, if one of Job or Palmer lose the ball, you're a bit stuffed.
Yeah. We'll go on to Job then. He's obviously come in for Palmer, hasn't he?
Yeah, I know he goes mad when he doesn't get the ball forward, but what it does, it drags players away and opens up Ruben, or opens up Palmer, or opens up Cal. So he's just, I'd love to know how far he runs in a game. I'd love to know how much that is sprints, because the guy's, he's coming up to 34. We asked that in the previous perspective. He's coming up to 34. 8 out of 10.
Yeah, 8 out of 10. He stretches, he runs. He's such a positive player, and he's really gritty, isn't he? Really gritty is a good way to describe him. The assist king then, Ruben Rodriguez. For me, yeah, his assists are great. His assists are really good. Attacking, that's why he's there, to get the assist, to contribute towards goals, being there for the creation of the start of a
And his
goal.
goals will come.
Yeah, his goals will come, but for me today, his regaining of possession was unbelievable. I think out of everyone on the pitch, he probably regained the possession the most.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny, we're saying like it was a tricky game and we were a bit sloppy and we conceded 2, but we're giving high ratings because other than a few silly mistakes, the ratings should be high.
Yeah.
The way he takes the ball down from Lacey's pass forward for the first, the way he has the awareness, it's 2-on-1 basically for the third goal. He can either go himself or pass it to Cal, who up to that point hadn't had the best game, and he's still giving it to Cal. So yeah, he's got to play every game. He's just different level. I'm going to 2 assists, 8.5.
8.5. Yeah, no, I'll agree with you. I think that's spot on. His best pal then, Kyle Roberts.
I'll just say, I'll let you talk about him. I'm going to go first half 4. He couldn't control anything.
I think that sort of goes into what we sort of touched on with the Kelly Evans space. Obviously, they're doubling up on him, so he has to be really tight with his touches, and he needs to get it right, because if he doesn't, he's going to be punished for it, because they were just on him, weren't they, in that first half. But the formation change in the second half really helped him, because we've got so many attacking players. Aldershot had to go man for man, didn't they, really? So it couldn't allow that 2 men to be on Roberts. So I think that really helped him. He gets the goal, should have had a penalty as well. It gets literally sandwiched, doesn't he? I thought the ref was a little bit sloppy today. We've got to talk about it as well. It's like he didn't want to blow for fouls, didn't it? All this let the game flow stuff. He's taken it a bit too literally, I think, hasn't he? Yeah. The ref today.
I think as good as Cal Roberts is, no matter what level you're at, if you have 2 players on you constantly, it's tiring. It's
difficult.
It's very, very difficult. You can be as good as you want. You can look at even the Premier League. You put 2 players on you. 2 players is so much more difficult than when you're squaring up 1. You can go left and right if you've got 1. You've literally, like you just said with the sandwich where you should have got a penalty. When it's 2, you've got to go either between them or you've got to go the long way around, and it's just difficult. Yeah. So when he's 1-on-1, fantastic. First half, I think I just said I gave him a 4. Second half, he's got an assist and a goal. You're looking at with how dangerous he was, looking at an 8.5. So overall for the game, it probably goes to an 8.
I'm going to give him an 8.5. Like Tom was saying, the first half, not the best performance. And for the second half then, he gets man of the match, doesn't he, really? So to get that man of the match performance after the way he played in that first half, or wasn't allowed to play in that first half because of the defending, I think he played really well. So yeah, I agree with the score there. And the man who doesn't stop scoring, 4 games, 4 goals in the league, Kyle Wootton, what a player.
Yeah, he holds the ball up. Everything's perfect today. Like, he generally hasn't put a foot wrong. Literally hasn't put a foot wrong. He takes, like, he's so strong. He's found a way this game, especially. Usually he's getting clambered all over. He'll be pulled left, right, and centre, and he won't be able to keep the defender off him, and then won't win the free kick and we lose the ball. Today, he pinned their centre backs, won the ball, knocked it down for Ruben, knocked it down for Palmer. Sometimes pretended to knock it down and then spun, and actually ran away and pushed Notts 20 yards up the pitch. So the fact he's got 4 and 4, and the fact that he's really not put a foot wrong, I'm going to give him a 9.
Do you know what? I'm going to agree with you. I think his strength alone in this game, you know, when he's getting shoved in the back and he doesn't even move, his strength is unbelievable, and it's so hard to be like that. So yeah, I'm going to give him a 9 as well. For me as well, I mean, we're going to go on to the subs now. Cairo Mitchell, for me, I think he's going to be something special for Notts. I want to see him getting plenty of game time. I want to see him starting a few more games, because, you know, that left side, when he was receiving the ball, something happened every time, didn't it? He was making something happen. He was creating chances. I think just for that second half performance, I'm going to give him an 8, because he's like you said, taking men on, having shots. And that's what you want to see. Chances created, shots on target. It's what you want.
Yeah, I'll go 7.5, simply because there was one point where he was like on the touchline and he had a shot, and like there was 3 men in the middle. I think to myself, yeah, you put that across, you got yourself an assist pretty much. 3 men queuing up, but
I think he's itching to get off the mark, isn't he?
And he's always on the back line. He's always on, like, he's on side. I don't think he got caught offside. No. He's always just on side, and it's the balls over the top from even Cal switching play, and we're in behind. So, yeah, very, very good.
Promising, isn't it?
Yeah. Rawlinson then obviously came on because Lacey got, I think he probably got cramp.
Yeah, he didn't look too injured, did he?
I'm going to give Rawlinson a 7. I think he was all right. He won everything.
Yeah. He came into the game, did really
nothing
well.
silly, and did exactly what he needed to do.
Other sub then, Ed Francis.
I can't really rate him.
Yeah,
I was on long enough.
I think that formation sort of opened us up a little bit in the middle, didn't it? And because Jim O'Brien was being quite attacking, you bring Ed Francis off to sort of see the game out a little bit. Did what he sort of had to need to do in the time that he was on. So I'm going to give him a 6.
Yeah, very good performance. You know, when you look at previous years, what have had thrown against us, we would have crumbled, or would have only got away with a draw in that situation. So to remain unbeaten, as I've said, not top of the league, we don't want to be there. Very good performance. Thank you for watching, and as always, don't forget to like, comment, and please subscribe.